But I also want to say that one of my best friends is trans, and I would say that she's more of a woman than I am.
Huh?
I think that women define themselves by multiple things, not just their sex organs. If somebody asked me who I was as a woman, I would not say I have a vagina.
Totally fair. So, no, I think you said something smart. So you said that person is more of a woman than you are. Therefore, you're grading off a definition of something accomplishes womanhood. What is that?
I think well, that's the thing too. And I do think that gets a little complicated, right? Because there are social norms for a gender, but I do think we try to break that, right?
No, for sure. But you said that specific friend is more of a woman than you are. Why?
I think she's a better person than me. I think she
so
lives
women are
life.
Better people?
She's a better woman than I am. I'm not saying women are better people.
But what makes a woman? Because you said she's more of a woman than you are. So I want to know what that definition is.
Right. Okay. I'm going to let somebody else go.
She claims a man is a better woman than she is, then fails to explain why.
Trump or Kamala?
Kamala.
How come?
Because she's brat.
What does that mean?
Google it.
No, but you're right here. I'm asking you.
A brat is a girl who's a little bit messy. She likes to party.
So only because she's a woman, basically? Or what?
I think she has actually really good policies. I think Kamala would actually make this country a better place, whereas I think Trump would make a lot of people sad. Have you seen his 2024 agenda thing?
2024 agenda?
Yeah, he came out with a...
You mean Project 2025? Yeah, he said he doesn't associate with that at all.
We're no longer discussing policies. We're just throwing around internet buzzwords now.
Do you feel proud of yourself for debating college kids who are unprepared to speak in front of an audience like yourself? Hold on. You're 30 years old. We can agree you're 30 years old, right? Do you think that's a little bit silly?
Are you a voter?
I am a voter. I'm a registered voter.
I vote and you vote. So I'm talking to voters of this country that will determine the future of Western civilization. That's what I'm doing here today.
Actually, when I first saw this ad, I thought it was like an improv comedy thing. It looked so ridiculous that I didn't even think it was real.
Well, no, you can see. Look how popular Trump is on your campus. How does that make you feel? That's not comedy. That is a 5-alarm fire for Kamala Harris because she's probably going to lose Pennsylvania.
Look.
But no, I just want to be clear. Is there something wrong with talking to voters?
No, there's nothing wrong with talking.
Well, that's what we're doing here today. It's an open mic.
I think that you push a dangerous agenda.
Such as?
Your stance on abortion rights, for example.
Here we go.
I don't even know her, yet I feel embarrassed on her behalf. Someone, please hand her a better argument.
What is your name?
Jean.
Jean, and what is your understanding of the current Republican Party's stance on federal intervention in abortion?
Well, I know that they want to bring it back to the states, right?
So it sounds like you do know that the Republican Party's current stance on abortion is they're against a federal ban on abortion.
I do understand.
And we're talking about a presidential election as the important election that we're talking about here.
I understand that, yes.
Great. So, again, I think this open dialogue is great. I think it's great you're here challenging Charlie, and I think it's great that he's willing to travel campuses across this country to talk to the next generation. We need more conversation. Now, where's the disagreement, though, on content? Because you could criticize style or why you're talking to people or dunk on someone personally, but where do you actually disagree with the substance?
With the way that you edit content and specifically frame it so that people look bad talking to you. The way that you edit your content.
We post unedited content.
Someone, please hand her a better argument. This one isn't holding up.
There is an area where you have a disagreement with the conservative movement, with Donald Trump, with Charlie Kirk, perhaps with myself. I was a presidential candidate last year. I think we need to talk about that more in the open. And the more we do, the stronger our country is going to be. We got a long line of people, but I want to hear from you. One substantive area where you have an authentic disagreement, and I'd be glad to address it. I'm sure Charlie would too.
Disagree with some of the laws that are being pushed in Congress that are against the LGBTQ community and the trans community.
Okay, so let's talk about that. I'm going to give you my view, and then I want to hear yours.
Okay.
My view is that if you're a fully grown adult, 18 or above, you're free to live how you want, dress how you want, marry who you want if you want, if you're over the age of 18.
I agree.
But you are not free to indoctrinate children in schools who are not yet of the age of consent. You are not free, just as you're a 17-year-old or a 15-year-old can't get a tattoo on their own, I don't think that you should be able to go. until the age of 18. And so the lines that I draw here is that men are free to claim to be women and swim in swimming pools. You're not free to claim trophies in a women's sports competition. You're not free to enter a women's locker room. You're not free to change a language. And you're not free to actually indoctrinate our children who are under the age of 5 in schools. Do we agree on the fact that adults should be able to live freely while still treating children differently? If so, we're on the same side of this issue.
Listen, I agree with the majority of what you said. However, I don't think that you're understanding the implications of the laws that are trying to be passed.
It seems like you're missing the bigger picture here.
In gender roles, like I don't want him to expect me to do anything as a woman. Like I don't want him to have any certain expectation of he thinks I should do this or that I should do that.
I'm trying to call back to the beginning of the conversation. Didn't you say men should pay for first dates?
I said they should, yeah. But if they don't, I'm not saying they have to. Like I would go 50-50, but I would prefer if they did.
So they should?
They should, yeah. But it's not like a deal. Like I'm not like, oh, like I'm not going to go on this date.
But isn't that based on a perception of a gender role?
Yeah, but it's not like I'm like he has to. I would just prefer that. Like if he prefers
me, he has to if he's going to date you, right?
No, he doesn't have to. I just would prefer
Okay, so you would go on dates with men who you paid for?
I wouldn't pay for them. No, I would go 50-50.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't pay for them. So then you have a perceived gender role, a stereotypical gender role that you want him to do, right?
I'm genuinely asking, what are we even talking about anymore?
So I was a 7th grade civics teacher, government teacher, and she is an elementary school teacher.
What year did we get our independence?
17 something.
We're teachers. I actually don't teach what's in our curriculum. I'm teaching children social studies that's not in our curriculum, teaching them things about how to be an anti-racist. I taught them about protesting. I taught them about Black Lives Matter.
Woke teachers, woke lessons. Congrats, parents. Your kids will be activists with a side of ignorance.
But like, you think this is wifey material?
Are you saying that I'm not? Are you saying that I'm not?
Hey, bro, come here, Quinn, you whisper. What's up? Hey, do you think she's wifey material by showing her out?
Who? Wifey material by showing I mean, she's pretty fine. You know, I don't know about wifey material by showing
because wifey material doesn't define what you're wearing. It's the type of person that you are.
Nah, true shit. Okay, I agree. But let's say if I was your boyfriend, I wouldn't like you to be wearing this shit.
But you're not gay, you're not. She's my girlfriend.
No, I'm not. That's why I don't give a f***.
I want my girlfriend to wear this. I think my girlfriend looks hot. I want my girl to go out like that.
But I agree. What is a guy gonna think when he sees this?
She a little
Everybody be like, oh, she's hot.
Just thinking as a guy.
Excuse me? So you're calling me a
That's the way guys think.
So yes or no, are you calling me a
I am.
Wow.
That's the way guys think.
The fuck? My girlfriend is...
Yeah, I don't know the way guys think.
So basically you're small.
Disagreeing with her makes you small? I guess logic just got thrown out the window.
So if you had a daughter and she was 10 and she got and she was going to give birth and she would and she was going to give birth and she was going to live, would you want her to go through that and carry her baby?
That's awfully graphic.
But it's a real life scenario that happens to many people.
The answer is yes, the baby would be delivered.
Oh, okay, great. So that's insane.
But let me tell you why. No, hold on. Let me ask you a question. There's 2 ultrasounds I have. One is a baby conceived in, one is a baby conceived by a loving couple. Which one is which?
You don't know.
Exactly, because it's all human rights
but
and it's all human beings.
But that doesn't matter. It's about your daughter who has to give birth to it and is going to be tortured by that for the rest of her life. That's going to take away every freedom she's ever going to have. That's going to ruin her life. She's going to grow up and she's going to be attached to another thing.
The point is how you were conceived is irrelevant. What human rights you get. But hold on 1 second. If a person conceived and walks down the side of the street, it's not like they don't get First Amendment rights or Second Amendment rights.
It's not about that person.
The worst thing to do to the daughter is to then say, hey, we're going to go for the being inside of you.
They wouldn't even know. Like, listen.
They wouldn't know?
Listen.
But wouldn't it be a better story to say something evil happened and we do something good in the face of evil instead of saying we're going to do evil and then for the being because we're going to pander to the evil? No. What makes the West great is that we do good.
The real issue isn't about children's rights, but avoiding the consequences of reckless choices.
And look at the societal damage and how horrific it is mentally on women to be involved in work, and none of them end up with a good result.
But why do you care about these people if they're nobodies?
Because this is the society I live in.
Right, but I don't care about anyone.
Because here's what I would hope. That I'd be driving down the road in my shitty car, and the tire goes, and bam, I hit a rock, and my daughters are orphaned, and they're struggling, and one of their friends goes, hey, you know what? You could go to this shoot and they'll pay you 20 grand. And she goes, you know what? That sounds like easy money. I wish to God before they walk in that studio, somebody like me would be like, no, don't do that. Do anything but that. Work as a barista. Go do anything but this.
Right.
But that's what I would hope, but that's not the world we live in.
Look, I'm not going to debate you on that, but if someone chooses to go into that, it's like, I mean, working at Starbucks is arguably more degrading to your body than taking a...
Yeah, why can't somebody choose to fuck a body?
Well, they can.
And do you have any moral qualms with that?
No, because the body's...
So that's all for today. Don't forget to subscribe for more insights and entertainment.